the thin line between heroism and madness.
Here the line fades to nothing at all. This is a world of capes and lunatics.
And nothing is off limits.
Tonight, Lilith Hellfire's last episode as an American citizen or an American resident, or now, Charlie Esser, someone's home but the lights aren't on. Capes and Lunatics starts right now. And yeah, I'm here too. Hello and welcome to the Capes. Hey, you're rushing me, Lilith. The Capes and Lunatics, episode 42. Who knows what we'll do? Hey, 42, what do we do? I am Phil. As I said, soon to be a mainstay of Canadian pop culture is.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire.
And living in the dark ages literally is.
It's Charlie the Professor Esser with no power in New Jersey. As the last nor'easter marches coming in like a lion. Roar!
Darn winds.
They go up. Yeah, that's what's going on here, man.
What?
That's what's going on here, man. A lot of rain and snow and wind, and it was fine. And then just like all of a sudden, meal to eat before everything.
Exactly.
Perfect lens.
So the gods are angry with Charlie Esser.
Phil, do you know who you are?
What?
Do you know who you are? I don't know if you're a big like Regis and Kathy Lee fan from back in the day. You're Gelman. We've turned you into Gelman.
He's our Gelman. I love that.
That's funny, Reg. Oh no.
Some dude.
You're cutting in and out. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What to do about that? I don't know.
I don't know if it's the weather conditions or what.
What else did
Capes and Lunatics.
Yeah. Freaking weather. But so what do we want to talk about?
I want to talk about Constantine being in the finale of Legends.
Yeah,
I stand corrected and I'm excited. It opens the door for possibilities.
Ooh, you think
possibilities?
Think he's gonna be on next season or get his own?
Think he wants some American TV moolah instead of these plays? Maybe, I don't know.
Nice. I hope so. And if the internet's any indication, a lot of other people too. Yes, Charlie.
When weather gets bad, I can't get channel 11. So that's my situation.
Right now.
It should be. It's on the website, isn't it? Well, the Legends playing on the CW.
I probably can watch it on the website. And just, just is what it is.
I'd rather watch it on TV too, but yeah.
Yeah. What's that commercial? I forget who it's for, but it's like, who watches TV on TV? Old people. I watch mine on my laptop. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
As a card-carrying member of old people, yes.
I was gonna say AARP.
Almost, man.
Oh, you're breaking up really bad, Charlie. You're killing me, Esser. You're killing me. Well, if you know my birthday's coming up, you know I'm feeling old.
I do. I know. I felt the same with this past birthday. So.
Well, early 30s. Well.
Yeah.
But I'm staring 4-0 in the face. But Did you watch The Flash this week?
No, I'm not watching the Flash or Arrow. I told you it's Black Lightning and Legends. That's it.
I knew you were boycotting Arrow, but
Flash is stupid now. I can't until they get rid of Dibney. I can't.
I thought you liked Dibney.
I'm returning my pillow.
I'll take it. But I thought you liked the Elongated Man.
I did until Barry went to jail, and then it's just.
Well, he's out now.
I know.
And I don't know if
I'm still not interested. And then Iris with the powers,
well, not yet,
making everybody hate her. Like I just can't.
Yeah, not yet. But no, they had a new meta this week. It was a woman. I don't know if she's supposed to be like a modern version of the Fiddler because she was like a country singer and she was like playing the fiddle and stuff. And
I did see the previews for something.
And spoiler alerts at the end, the Thinker takes her body now.
Is this like the fourth one?
Is this any better now?
Yeah.
No.
Yay.
Yes. So I'm sounding better now?
Yes. Clear. Nice.
Okay, yeah. I moved the phone so it has more bars now. So
okay.
It was a bars issue.
Probably it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, the Thinker's on his fourth body now, I guess. Yeah.
So
and,
what happened to the black kid?
How it happened to what?
To the black kid with the telepathy.
He's dead, I believe. The Thinker's able to keep all the powers of the people, and he's been draining like the powers out of the bus metas, so he has like I don't know, like 7 powers now. And
talk about a villain being OP as hell. Okay.
And I don't know.
Wait. Wasn't that the plot to Heroes?
Yes, the plot to Heroes.
Yes, the Siler, but except I don't know if it's like all the powers or just the part of him jumping from body to body, but I guess he's like after a while he burns out like the bodies he's in, so he has to keep jumping.
Oh, that was
yeah.
That was from the War of the World TV series.
For his fast metabolism, like we've been saying from the beginning, that's his ultimate end game, right?
Well, they say he wants all the bus metas, so I guess they're hinting eventually he's going to come for Elongated Man.
Let me know when the Flash gets better.
Oh wait, and here's I guess Barry can't come back to the police force. I don't know.
Yes.
So well, guess what?
Wait a minute. Why am I rooting for that? That's like the core element of who Barry Allen is as a Flash. Like,
well, guess what job he got at the end of the episode?
Is he a private detective?
Yeah, he's gonna work with Dibney. Yeah.
Yay.
Yep. Call me next season.
Oh, but Lilith, I know you're not watching Arrow, but next week's the episode where Roy's back.
I know. I'll watch the clips on YouTube, and if he doesn't flip, we flip.
You're not even gonna watch it for Roy and Thea.
No, I'll watch the clips on YouTube, and Reddit will fill me in. I don't have any need to give them any love.
There you go.
So what else?
Did you watch Black Lightning this week?
Of course.
Yeah. That's what everybody should be watching. Abandoned Arrow. Flash, we'll keep him on Suicide Watch. And Legends if you need comedy. That's how this goes.
Honestly, the first couple episodes of Black Lightning, they were good, but I thought they were a little slow. I thought this week's episode was a lot better. Like a lot more action, and it was a little quicker.
They're building up their only show that's not taking a break, so they have that. They're not worried about the momentum being swept out from under them.
They did take I think they took 1 week break, but I don't think they're taking it. Yeah, like what was it? A week or two ago. It was sometime during those Olympics. Yeah, I think they did take one. But I think that's it. I think they're straight on till what, April?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the show I would recommend to everybody. It's like Arrowverse adjacent. So
I'm sure. Did anybody watch?
I did watch Legends.
Oh, I was just saying.
Is Gotham back yet?
Gotham last night. There was the first one back.
Oh,
what's Gotham?
I miss everything, man.
What's this Gotham you speak of, Philip?
Yeah, I don't know. It's been like 100 years since it's been on.
It feels like that was gone forever, but Lucifer never takes a break. That show is always on.
Lucifer did take a. I think they took that 2 or 3 week break around the Olympics and stuff. And
I was watching Lucifer recently.
Ooh, what, a new one or?
Why?
Oh, well, no, because it was on, and because I
That's all
only
we
have
had.
so many channels now, Lilith. See, because I have
Ah,
only
you
so many
can't be very
channels.
discerning.
Well, what it is, it's like back in the olden days
Back in
when
my day.
you would watch TV because that was what was on. You know, you had to be there when the show was on because I haven't set up my VCR yet.
The kids are just sitting there looking at him like,
Then I got to figure out where I can find VHS tapes. Oh boy,
eBay.
Yes, well, ones that are in still relatively decent condition.
eBay.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
straight from
take your
China.
word
You
for
might
it.
have to wait 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
chip right
Anyway,
there,
so
chip right there.
yeah, but so I have to watch what's on, and Lucifer has been having reception at a time I wanted to watch TV, and it was better than everything else on.
The devil
But
is there
what
for
struck
you.
me is that there isn't a lot, at least in the last couple episodes I've seen, there's not a lot that's very Lucifer-y.
Yeah, that's my problem with it. They got
It's
into a really
basically-
good dark season 2, and Trish Helfer. Oh my god, yes. But
Basically, it you know what it kind of strikes me as Remington Steele.
It's very procedural and like rom-com at this point, it seems like.
they gave up on the myth.
exactly.
That's what it feels like.
Basically, it's oh, here's this dapper British guy who's sort of the pretend detective,
Kind of has a little bit of
and then
superpowers.
then here's the well, I haven't seen him use any superpowers yet, and then here's the female no nonsense actual detective that he's sort of coattails on.
Well, I mean, the only
And so
power,
it's very much Remington Steele right now, which I love.
What's that show?
So
Scarecrow and Mr. Jones, or
Mrs. Kane.
Scarecrow and Mrs. King.
yeah, there you go. That's what it reminds me of. Actually, not
Oh,
really.
Scarecrow was a very capable CIA agent, and Mrs. King
He only had a
was sort of his
Well,
hanger on.
the gender roles are reversed, obviously, but
Okay. So, yeah, I guess I mean, like I said, to me, it's much more Remington Steele, but that's just my take on it. And I've only seen a couple episodes, and if maybe if it had more mythos and dark magic and goodness knows what else, maybe I'd see that. But for right now, it's like that. The other show I've been watching a lot of is actually Psych, because that's on Ion, so I'm watching all these. Psych is basically Columbo. That it's and everything about it is Columbo, except instead of playing a guy who everyone just goes along with when he asks stupid questions, whereas Columbo always presented it from a place of being a guy who didn't know what he was talking about. Psych presents it as a guy who just knows everything because he's psychic. So, but and even the mannerisms very similar to Columbo. So
I almost thought he had listened to Wade for Philip.
I know. Lilith was just saying the other day that talking about Psych.
Mm-hmm. Are you a fan or not a fan?
I'm a fan of the first 5 seasons, and it kind of drops off from there. But I am excited about the movie, even though the holiday special was kind of poop about a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Mm.
It's been off, and like the fans have been doing what we can to, get the movie made. So
there you go. You gotta have your dreams in life.
6 seasons. That's everybody's dream now. Thank you,
6
community.
seasons in a movie. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Oh wait, I was just looking for headlines. Breaking news.
Mm-hmm.
On our weekly Bendis segment. I guess 2 days after Brian Michael Bendis announced he was leaving Marvel, that's when he got offered the Kitty Pryde movie gig.
Mm.
So
Wow.
I think I heard something about that before. So is that why he left Marvel? Do you think? Did he get? I mean, besides DC, was he? I don't know. Maybe he wanted to do the Kitty Pryde movie, but since the deal hasn't gone through yet, they were like, "Well, it's not MCU yet, so you can't touch it while you're at Marvel." Because he has a thing for Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, he does. But I don't think that's likely, just because whatever rules they have about what you can work on, what you can't, I don't think it. I would think that if Bendis wanted to write Kitty Pryde, he'd get to do Kitty Pryde, and not for nothing. Right now, he's just developing Kitty Pryde. Whether or not Kitty Pryde gets made, here's the thing: everything at Fox right now is in a massive state of flux. There's a lot of stuff in the pipeline. Some of it might get made, some of it might not get made, and the deal may not go through because there's all sorts of reasons why the government may say, you know what, no, you can't transfer.
In this Trump administration, are you kidding me? This is like a wet dream for them. It's going through.
No. Well, actually, I'll be honest with you. As far as that's the problem with the Trump administration is there is consistency. If this was any other Republican administration, you'd say yes, consolidation is fine. There's no worries. And ABC is not even particularly political, and they've been smart and I think they've been intentionally smart not to be MSNBC, not to be NBC, not to be over on that other side of the fence, because they knew they had this thing they were working on. But still, you never know when the potentate will wake up and, have his toast be burnt that day and decide he's going to throw things at the wall. So
we don't know what's happening.
Exactly. We don't know what's happening. It is something that this deal could get messed up very easily for Disney and Fox, just because Donald Trump decides he wants to put a kibosh on it. He's going to tell people, I don't want it. Don't let it go through. For reasons we may never know. And that's just the way it works sometimes.
I feel like it's going to go through. I have a bad feeling that it's going to go through. I don't want it to happen. I think it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I think there's a couple billion reasons why it's going to go through.
Yeah. Everybody on both sides of the table have plenty of money to grease the wheels. So I just feel like it's going to happen. I just heard today. I'm sure, Disney's going to make all their money on it, but I guess Fox's stock is going to go, their stock price is going to see a good, healthy uptick too if this goes through.
Well, yeah. That's to be expected. Now, what's interesting from Fox's perspective is because the whole reason why the Murdochs were selling Fox was because they wanted to buy the Sky Broadcast Company, which is a satellite broadcast company, mostly in Europe, and really expand into that market. But Sky just had a counter bid, so now Murdoch needs to really needs the cash to push themselves forward on Sky, and they're also facing their own regulatory problems in buying Sky. So there's a lot of ways this entire deal could fall through at the last minute, and we won't be getting our X-Men Avengers crossover yet. So we'll see what happens.
It won't be any of the good. Oh well, it won't be any of the good Avengers by the time that actually ever even happens anyway. So nerds.
Well, I don't know what Avengers will they have.
It'll be this newfangled batch after, whoever Captain Marvel decides to bring in her merry band of misfits.
Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and the Mighty Avengers.
That's not bad. Black Panther is very popular.
And give it 5 years. People will forget. Everybody was so sweet with Iron Man, and now he's the poop of the MCU. That franchise, the poop of the MCU. So,
nice segue. Speaking of movies, speaking of the MCU, we got the announcement yesterday. Infinity War has been moved up 1 week. It's now releasing everywhere worldwide. That last weekend.
Oh, they're back to that again. Okay.
What?
The worldwide release.
Well, I don't know if that's why they did it, because I guess that's when it was releasing.
Bootleggers. They're trying to fight the bootleggers, but they're only going to make it easier for the bootleggers.
And spoilers and stuff. So yeah, so it was going to release early in the UK and stuff. Now it's the same day worldwide, I guess. Yeah.
I remember Pirates was big on that, and a couple of other franchises were the whole Dark Knight trilogy. I think was the last two were big on that, and then we hadn't seen any of that for a while. So I was just like, oh, we're back to this again. Okay.
And I don't think anyone's complaining.
I learned a little bit of Russian thanks to early releases. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Lord, she could do.
No
a
need
perfect
to learn
Johnny,
anymore now.
she could do a perfect Johnny Depp accent in Russian. But yeah, and I mean,
Anyway.
I don't think anyone's complaining that's coming out earlier. Well,
No, and
except
it's,
McFly.
Does it-
you know,
Did they say fire?
I don't think they've said, but they were saying maybe it's the,
I mean, whenever they release it, they're not afraid of anything blowing it out of the water. So I'm just kind of trying to figure this one.
maybe it's spoilers and like now, since they moved Deadpool up to like the middle of May, are they trying to like give it some more space between that and Deadpool since maybe that deal's going through?
I don't know.
I mean,
That's a Fox
I think if nothing else, they're probably just figuring, you know what, if we release it worldwide all at the same time, we get one more week of, $1 million grosses,
and you don't have to worry as much about spoilers that for that week. But
Well, yeah, I don't even think they're worried about that. I think they just want an extra week in the American market, which is still a really profitable market for these Avengers films. So, I mean, they are looking for that worldwide global billion-dollar box office, and they want that extra week in that initial run to get there.
Plus, it's like more, it's good publicity too. They're like, you want it early? We'll give it to you a week early.
Yeah. I'm so mad they were sold out of the prelude to Infinity War comics, so I'm going to have to get those digitally.
Join the dark side. Yes.
My Lord. But yeah, I think the actual Infinity Countdown #1 comes out this week. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, the movie Preludes, which I'm more interested in. See, I'm actually very interested in the movie Preludes, especially because I'm really fascinated by the fact that Tina Minero was in the Doctor Strange tie-in comic. But it's clearly a different Tina Minero than we see in the Runaways series.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes you wonder, is the Runaways actually in the MCU? It's an interesting question, because I do believe that is a Marvel television. That's not like a Fox affiliate. That's a direct Marvel television production.
It's on Hulu, though, right? Is that the one?
Yeah, it's on Hulu. Yeah.
It's
but maybe
that's the question
Disney
ask
owns
yourself: is this Dagger also in the MCU? And then if it's not, then Runaways probably isn't.
Well, that's an interesting question. We don't really know.
It's not out yet, but Cloak and Dagger's on what? Is that
Freeform, which is direct subsidiary of ABC.
We have a reason to think Cloak and Dagger is affiliated with the MCU because Roxxon figures prominently within it. So because we know that it is a Roxxon-related story, there's reason to think it is in the MCU.
Yeah, we've gotten hints of Roxxon, and yeah.
So, Roxxon being important to the MCU.
All the way back to the first Iron Man movie, you could see their logo on one of the buildings.
Oh, yeah, man. Roxxon. Yes. Yeah, but to me, it's an interesting question whether or not it is or is not, and how that ties in with the Tina Minero we saw in the Prelude comics. Are Prelude comics actually canon or not for the MCU?
I think they're just a tie-in cash grab, probably. Just saying.
Well, I mean, they may be, and that's a perfectly legitimate thing for them to be. I think there's also this deeper question of, does it tie into something larger?
I think they're like cash grabs plus though, but I mean they're also like, if you're not familiar with the movies, these will help you with the movies. If you're not familiar with the comics and you are,
kind of like Sound and Fury for Black Panther and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, I also want to read the Prelude to Infinity War books because apparently Shuri gets a lot of play in one, and there's a lot of great stuff about Infinity Stones. Apparently, from what I've read in the spoilers, yeah. Wakanda forever. And I am still waiting for the Facebook quiz to tell me what tribe of Wakanda I am.
You might have to make your own.
I don't know enough about those things to do that. Some other nerd needs to create these things for entertainment value.
No. Rule 34. If it exists on the internet, there's a porn of it, but there's a subsection. If you go to search for it, and it is not there. You are obligated to create it. So just gonna put it on you, Charlie.
Is there Black Panther porn, or did you just create it?
I don't even have to look. I can guarantee you.
Oh, I thought you looked. Okay, never mind.
By now, I'm sure there is.
Even before the movie, it was him and Storm. Come on, there is some thick.
I was gonna say that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there is.
That tribal challenge is gonna go a whole different way.
Yes. Well,
just like in Lilith's dreams.
No, I'm just saying.
Thank you for.
There's like 8 billion things for Harry Potter out there. I want some stuff I want some of these kind of things that you can actually have cultural iconography for Marvel stuff.
Oh, I'm sure, Charlie.
I think having the Tribes of Wakanda is a perfect kind of thing for that.
Now that movie made so much money, everybody's going to be trying to monopolize.
Somebody's going to go clickbait for sure.
People are all going to jump on the Black Panther train. And on a totally unrelated note, you'll listen to some Wade's World episodes. Hear me and Liz do some Black Panther stuff.
Everything that was in Black Panther, just go listen.
Our book review. Who is the Black Panther?
I was listening to that the other day. Very cool.
Oh yeah, you would have loved him, Charlie.
Yeah, that's what we said as soon as he got up. I was like, oh my god, that was like him and Charlie would be best friends. Totally.
Most of the people we had on the show, I think I'd be good friends with. With the exception of like the guy who said I was an idiot.
Peter David, and I believe it was
Peter David. Yeah, Peter David didn't like me. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's a little too old and crotchety. He's very, very. Well, the young
quite entertaining.
Yeah. All the young hip writers, I think I'd be great friends.
So, comic books. You guys forced me to read The Terribles, so let's talk about it.
Oh,
wait, I'm sorry. The Terrifics? Is that what you refer to?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sorry.
I enjoyed The Terrifics. I mean, there wasn't much to it. It's a $2.99 book. There was never much to any $2.99.
It was set up.
That's not true.
Well, it was set up.
You usually for a $2.99 book, you get like 4 less pages of story, and it's just a very quick, setup. And here's the thing, as a setup, I enjoyed it.
Why are we Mr. Dark Knight Metal? Like, I don't.
Okay. Well,
is this like the aftermath of Metal? Because Metal's not even over yet.
I know, right?
This is basically, this story takes place after whatever happened in Metal happened, because apparently the entire Metal universe is destroyed.
I don't know if Metal's shipping late. That that might be the reason.
Well, everything else is. Why not?
But I mean,
so the new age of DC heroes, which this line is a part of, has been utterly disappointing. This was the thing that I was kind of sort of excited about and then forgot about. And now I'm just like, yeah, Lemire, you really, really want to make a Fantastic Four. I mean, if Marvel's not going to do it, somebody's got to do it, right? Why not you, Lemire? Why not you?
And it was very, and basically for what it's worth, I'm watching this like, it's into the negative zone.
Mm-hmm.
And, they go into the negative zone and they, and you've got a little Johnny Storm, Ben Grimm thing between Metamorpho and what's his name, Plastic Man.
And even when Metamorpho was like metal for a while, I was like, oh, there's your Ben Grimm thing analogy right
there. Yeah, and we've got our little ghost girl.
Girl, obviously. Yeah. I did like Plastic Man the best. A bone to pick with about being a tool that Batman used, and I think that could be something interesting to develop, because I don't think that's something that gets talked about enough, about what a jerk Batman can be sometimes.
I think that gets talked about quite a lot, actually.
Not anymore.
Characters though, like other heroes, I don't think it does.
That's why I'm thinking, if they can actually get this movie off the ground, Nightwing's going to be big, because it's going to be like, he's Batman, but he's not a jerk about it. He's actually nice to people.
Actually knows how
to. Entirely possible. I can't speak to it.
So but this was the only Age of Heroes book I was interested in the only one I picked up is Terrifics. But I mean, are they trying to get their own like Marvel line? Because what is that? That Sideways or Slideways or whatever it is that's supposed to be like a Spider-Man analogy because the dude has like the big eyes and the full face mask and.
I don't know what's going on with that one.
And the
Like
weird
I always
poses.
want to try to give the sidelines a try, but they always almost disappoint me, with the exception of the one with the Flintstones, and even that has kind of pittered out for me.
Yeah. What I can certainly say about this thing is, if they are trying to be Marvel, don't be Marvel, be DC. You know, because it's not the characters that make Marvel Marvel. It's something else completely. And you know, as much as I enjoyed the Terrifics, which wasn't that much, it was in no way the Fantastic Four. You know, it's four people. One of them stretches. One of them's kind of rocks. That's not what makes it the Fantastic Four. You know.
Yeah, I mean, they're a family. These people are basically strangers.
Yeah, I mean, really, and they're not even.
But just give it a second.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure that they'll bond as all teams do. You know, and
yeah.
whatnot. You know, and but like I said, I liked Plastic Man. That was cool. Plastic Man is cool. Although again, you know, Mr. Terrific kind of a jerk in this as well, to give you that Batman quality, and that is that Reed Richards quality there for you, and the fact that they were just going to leave Plastic Man as an egg, just because, you know, no one's going to try and
Are they going to try to sell like Plastic Man Easter eggs for Easter?
No.
Nobody
cares about Plastic Man. Nobody cares about elongated man. Go home, Dibney. Go home.
Hey, Plastic Man, when he had his cartoon, was quite popular back in the late 70s, man. I love the Plastic Man cartoon with Hula Hula.
None of y'all have expendable income anymore, though. Y'all married with kids and health insurance. So no Plastic Man Easter eggs for you.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes.
Hey, listen, woman, you're going to be married. I think we need to bet within the year, Charlie. Is she going to be married? Oh, come on. He's following you to Canada. Come on.
He's my new assistant. What do you want?
What do you mean new?
You know, lots of people can spend their entire life together and never get married.
Oh, they're going to be common law. Okay.
Well, no, it's not even common law. It's just, you know, you just are together and you just
have no reason to
break up. Yeah. Well, it's like my friend Ed and his girlfriend Nancy have been together for like 30 years. And, you know, they're very much a couple. They're very much in love, but they're not married. Just not something they want to do. And at this point, they're like married at this point. That's kind of ridiculous.
Lilith, get married. I will get my butt ordained and marry you. Wearing the cosplay of your choice.
No, boy, no, not for me.
You should never get married just to say, and now I got married. That's a really lousy reason to get married. So that's
never been on my checklist ever.
Think of the children.
Children that we're adopting, we're skipping over the right. I told you, I'm skipping right over kids and straight to grandkids. That's it. That's how you do it.
Lil, think of the kids.
Or maybe. Anywho, what else did you read? I did read X-Men Blue 22.
And yeah, what did you think?
It's okay.
I mean, this would probably be a one Tristan Esser might like, because it's Venom's in it and there's other symbiotes in it.
Oh yeah, Tristan would like that. He loves Venom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the spirit of Venom or any of the symbiotes. Like I feel like it was just kind of like a gimmicky thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It's some subtle nuance to Venom, despite popular opinion. I'm just saying.
Well, Venom's actually been growing as a character recently. I mean, I have no idea what they're going to do to him in that movie.
It's going to be fabulously flawed and an epic fail, but I'm going to watch it with eyes wide open and tons of popcorn with butter.
That is just Inhumans Part 2, man.
It's Sony, man.
Part 2.
Marvel's gonna have to turn that around. MCU's gonna have to turn that around.
They want no part of Venom. There's a lot more kid-friendly villains.
Well, by the time that deal goes through, they'll be like, let it die. We'll bring in the symbiote, Maybe
I mean,
I keep saying maybe if they get, when they get the X-Men and Fantastic Four back, maybe they introduce him in like a Secret Wars or something.
That would be fun.
Well, that is where he's supposed to be introduced. So
who? What? Oh,
Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's introduced in Secret Wars. Yes.
That would kill a lot of birds with one stone if you did a Secret Wars. Bring in the X-Men, Fantastic Four, like you said. Bring in the Venom symbiote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Holland in the blacks. The church bells.
5 years, bro.
I just want to see him dance. That's
so meta.
Yeah. Anywho.
But
yeah.
See what other. Oh, Lilith, did you read Detective 975? 25 issues left.
No, I told you I'm out. No.
Well, it's after Batwoman killed a rampaging Clayface, Batman got all the Robins and Batgirl together, and it's like, should I be mad at her?
Wait, someone killed the Clayface?
Well, Clayface was trying to reform, and then I don't know, was it the Cure? Well, he basically been fighting. His powers make him go loopy, but he got all big and giant and destructive, and Batman's like, oh, we can find the way to like stop him, and Batwoman's like, there's no time, and so she like gets a weapon that can kill him and does kill him.
So no more Clayface?
Well, I'm sure it's as permanent as any other death in comics, but
yeah. So how did the weapon work to kill him? Was it like a freeze weapon? Was it a salty weapon?
No, it
shot him into space.
No, it affected like the molecular Basically, it affected his atoms, where like whatever keeps him together, it disrupted that, so he couldn't like hold himself together. Yeah.
So they did an atomic dispersal thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that always works. That's Sandman.
No,
what is going on in Action Comics number 998? Like,
why did you read that?
I did. Like, I'm just trying to like brace myself for the 1,000. I'm just bracing myself, re-emerging myself, and I'm just like.
I mean, it's been a couple issues because Superman wanted to go back in time to witness the destruction of Krypton to see if Jor-El actually was Mr. Oz.
And now you know why I came for Booster Gold. I was very disappointed.
And then Booster Gold's like, I got to stop him from disrupting the timeline. And then they ended up actually in the future after that, where Zod and his family are controlling the planet. And then Booster, the whole storyline, he's like, you can't mess with time. You can't mess with time.
And it's just like, Booster, really? He's like, are you serious? You want me to take you seriously?
But then at the end of this issue, Lois Lane gets shot and killed, and Booster's like, we have to stop that for Superman's sake. It's like,
exactly. It's
why don't you just fly around the planet?
There was a couple continuities ago, Charlie.
So many continuities ago.
But it's a great time to bring it back,
Never.
Please, yeah.
No. Kill it with fire.
Lilith, did you actually check out Constantine with Tim Seeley's return?
You mean number 19? I did.
Oh, what did I say? Oh, yeah.
Constantine. It's okay.
Same thing.
Not really.
I know. Did you read?
We don't like. I did read it. I mean, of course, it wasn't gonna get good until next issue.
Oh yeah.
This is like whet your appetite. Get a little taste. Come back next time.
Last page, we get the Huntress.
Exactly.
Because of course it's Tim Seeley.
Maybe we'll even get Midnight.
What?
We'll get Midnighter and Nightwing and Batwing and Bug.
Yes! Everybody from that Grayson's. The young girls checking out Dick Grayson's butt, yeah.
Now that's a ship I can get behind. Hey-oh! Yeah, I thought was pretty good. I'm really gonna check out the next issue. But once Huntress is gone, I might be gone.
I think Sealy might be gone. Who knows?
Exactly. Yo, Gwenpool. No, what was it? Charlie,
Gwenpool
did you?
25. Yeah, a fond farewell to Gwenpool. She'll be back, I'm sure. Because we all know she's actually Voyager. Yeah, I read it. It was a very good book. It was very, very, very beautiful. You know, Gwenpool is a character who has a lot of meaning to me. She was a lot of fun, you know, and as she says, she sacrificed so much more to save people's lives than any hero ever did, because she gave up her entire future in a very real and tangible way, you know. And no hero ever just sacrifices themselves on that level. And it was a beautiful thing. So we were all very proud of Gwenpool. We're going to miss her dearly. And my computer says I have 21 minutes left on the battery.
Uh-oh.
Might have to wait for tomorrow for super connectivity.
Yeah, gonna have to wait for tomorrow for super connectivity. That's okay. But yeah, no, Gwenpool was very sweet. I don't know if anyone else read it. I certainly loved it. It is, you know, it had a great circular timeline in it, and it was pretty neat. It was a pretty neat way to tie up the series. Got all of our nice little storylines tied up with a bow, and you know, we even got to see that Megatron is doing just fine, even though Parker Industries has completely collapsed. Last time we saw him was he got his job at Parker Industries, so just before Parker Industries completely collapsed in itself. So,
speaking of Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man 300 came out.
Oh, how's he doing?
Super size thing, really?
Well, 300, Lilith. Why wouldn't it be? It ends in a 0-0. Why wouldn't it be super sized? Then it ends with well, to save the world, Spider-Man goes back in time with his supposed sister and J. Jonah Jameson, who now knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, they're time travel?
What are you gonna do about
time travel shenanigans?
Yeah. That's the whole thing with that Doom panel I sent you, Charlie, about him talking
with
about
the time variance authority?
How the platform's different now, yeah. And if they go back in time, then the time platform gets blown up.
Yeah. No.
Spider-Man and time travel. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's time to reboot a new arc there.
Yeah.
Bring that marriage back.
It's kind of out of his depth, is all that I'm saying.
Oh, that was fun in Gwenpool. Speaking of Spider-Man's marriage, was when they basically what they do in the last is they show all these other adventures that she's going to go on in the future, because they're jumping back and forth in time, and they have her and Squirrel Girl beat up Mephisto. It was very cool, and then actually it was great because Gwenpool says, you know, it's kind of funny because they go to Mephisto to free Gwenpool's brother who had been captured by Mephisto. They beat up Mephisto, and this is like, how is this happening? It says, this is what happens when unbeatable collaborates with unbelievable. And they beat up Mephisto, and Gwenpool says, you know, it's funny. In our universe, the devil is kind of hidden and mysterious and maybe doesn't even exist. But in this universe, the devil's like a real person. Why aren't superheroes beating him up more?
Oh my. But
which is, you know.
Speaking of Mephisto, did anyone read Doctor Strange 386?
Not yet. How's Mephisto doing?
Doctor Strange and Mephisto play a card game.
They're not playing chess?
No, it's Vegas, baby. Vegas.
True.
Yeah.
If anyone knows Vegas.
I don't know. Death plays chess. The devil plays cards. The devil's a gambler.
Oh, wait till you see these cards.
Yeah. Okay.
They like actually talk and stuff. You know, I don't know if they're like made of like demons or something. So
Yeah, probably people's souls trapped in cards. Yeah, you know what? You got to do something in the afterlife.
and spoilers.
Honestly, it's probably not the worst punishment you can have in Mephisto's hell. Hey, I'm one of Mephisto's cards. It's pretty cool. You know, most of them would just sit in a box all day, but every so often they come out and play a game with us. It's kind of cool.
Oh, Mephisto's the fun devil.
Yeah, more fun than satanic, quite frankly.
But spoiler alert: someone cheats at the game, and it's not necessarily Mephisto.
Yeah.
Some egomaniac tries to cheat the devil.
That sounds
Loki's
about
in this
right.
one?
What?
You said
No.
Loki's in this one too?
No, strange.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think they got
Oh.
the perfect person to play Doctor Strange, personally. And then see
Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah,
Amber Cookie, yeah, whatever.
yeah, he's nice enough. The kids today like him, I believe.
Oh, Charlie, did you read Avengers this week? 682.
I haven't really read anything yet this week. I really have been. I'm so far behind. I know. I saw the cover.
Red
I was
Wolf.
so excited. Red Wolf and Hawkeye are back.
I don't know why Hawkeye's in that costume. He's in his original costume in this.
Yeah. Oh, what with like the big points on it?
purple, well, yeah, the purple, mask and everything. Yeah,
Yeah, I like the mask, but
and of course, in the comics' worst kept secret, the Immortal Hulk.
Okay. I'm kind of over Hulks. I'll be honest with you.
How dare you, sir?
Fight her, Esther.
I'm just saying. It's like, first off, Banner Hulk. It's like such a it's done.
Well, I mean, we got the news in Marvel's fresh new take. He's getting a book where I guess they're going like horror, where it's like you can kill Banner, you can shoot him right in the head, he'll be dead, but at night he'll the Hulk will rise again.
Yeah. Okay.
And your favorite,
I mean,
and your favorite part, who's the female reporter who's going to be tracking him down, Charlie?
Oh yeah. Well, that is Jackie McGee. So that's cool. I like that. That aspect of the Hulk is great. Good little Jackie McGee. Although I have to say, I think I might have liked it better if it was actually Jack McGee. But and he was like a 70s reporter, man. That's the only thing. It's like
Sideburns and bell bottoms.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's my take. You see, here's the thing. To me, Jack McGee is a product of his time. He is Jack McGee, the Night Stalker. This was a period in history when newspapers were a thing. And, some millennial with a MIDI recorder, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not like expense reports and $2,000 rewards for, assistance in capturing the Hulk. It's cool to do it. It's a cool callback, but it's not the same thing. That's all I'm saying. It's not the same.
I guess. I mean, is the 70s stuff going to go over the young people's heads? I mean,
if it was the 90s, the 70s were the thing in the 90s. So, but it's not anymore.
Now we're to the 90s? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's a mess.
Yeah.
Nostalgia is always about 20 years
I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm sure it'll be nice, but for that, basically, I'm glad that they're introducing the character of Jack McGee into the comic book universe. I'm going to withhold judgment until I see exactly who she becomes. It's like just calling her Jackie McGee doesn't make her Jack McGee, is I guess what my point would be. And just saying, oh, well, it's the thing, is it really? I guess is my point.
That's what I said. I mean, just and the Hulk thing. Is it because the Hand tried to resurrect him? Or are they going to go kind of mystical with him? Because they're kind of painting him as like a horror thing where, like they even said,
yeah, well,
the Hulk will rise every night because he's going to change at night, but he's not going to be the Gray Hulk. What's up with that?
Well, because they decided not to make the Hulk gray in the movies, so they're not going to make him gray in the comics anytime soon.
It's all CG, bro. Why can't they make him gray? Oh, Infinity War.
Well, we'll see what they do. And no, the reason why is because it's too much to explain to the audience.
Exactly.
It's like we don't really want to have to explain why he's gray.
Be smarter, audience.
No, I mean they do it for a certain, for the fanboys, but also for the general audience. So I get it. I dig it.
And not for nothing,
That's so
he was
70s.
only gray for one issue. The very beginning. Yes, they brought it. No, yes, I know they brought it back in the '80s with Peter David's run. But that's not the
Classic,
it's
essential.
cool. Yeah, for the majority of his run, he's been green, and between the green and the gray, it doesn't matter that much.
I mean,
even when he's been green, he's gone and said he was Joe Fixit. He went back as Joe Fixit as the Green Hulk. So
Well, yeah, green, gray. I mean, they're looking for stuff to do with him in the movies. I mean, we already got kind of like Planet Hulk and Thor Ragnarok. Let's get some Joe Fixit in here somewhere.
Yeah, well, I think we'd all like to see Joe Fixit, and I think that's what we're going to be moving towards, because I think you're going to be getting more and more of that Banner Hulk balance, and that's where you get Joe Fixit.
You don't think they're going to be phasing the Hulk out in the next run of whatever they're doing?
Nah.
Hulk's got a lot
the
of
Hulk
fans,
is still a popular character.
Especially a lot of the kids like the Hulk. Yeah, I think they're going to milk that as long as they can.
Yeah.
Without actually giving him his own movie, though?
Well, that kind of has to do with
exactly. That's
right?
what I mean. I'm thinking they're going to...
I mean,
he can sell the merch, put him in the cartoons, all that stuff. He doesn't necessarily have to be in the movies.
I mean, why does he need his own movie? I mean, didn't they say they're doing like a trilogy, but in other people's movies, like they did in Thor?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. It's like you just gotta pair him up. Who knows? Maybe he's in the Black Widow movie.
Yeah, maybe. Or they can even do a thing, put him in the next Doctor Strange movie, do like that Crossroads thing where Doctor Strange banished him for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, before Charlie's computer completely dies, how about we just do some final thoughts? My final thought is, if you're looking for a merry band of misfits, read Red Hood and the Outlaws instead of the Terrifics. I'm just saying.
Fair enough. My final thought is, Gwenpool, we hardly knew ye, and ye shall be sorely missed.
And get Charlie a Gwenpool costume, damn it.
Yeah, you people, you're failing us there.
Yep. Final thought, Phil?
My final thought. I don't know. I mean, it's an ongoing theme, but Bendis, what are you doing? I'm scared of that. I'm scared of that whole Superman thing. All right, so should we get out of here then?
Definitely.
Because if we wait a while, Charlie's gonna drop out anyway. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone when I'm gone anyway. So. Yes,
but and Lilith's big move is coming, so join us next week. Lilith won't be here, but I think we're gonna have a guest fill in for her, right, Charlie?
Hopefully, yeah. He says he wants to, so next we have to coordinate. So.
If you listen.
The mystery guest for the Capes and Lunatics. Oh, do you want to? I mean, you can say. I mean, I don't want to.
I mean, if you listen to Charlie's Netflix reviews, you may be familiar with this man.
Oh, it's Maz.
Yes. Maz. Maz says he'd love to join. So, Maz will come in and be our official person of color next week. Color commentator.
Wait, do we don't have a person of color every week?
Well,
you mean replacement? Okay.
Yeah. So there we go.
Okay.
Anyway,
but next week, that's right. Sausage party.
Woo! All right, okay.
All right. Anyway, if anyone wants to discuss any nonsense with us, Infinity Wars, anything, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/capesandlunatics. On Twitter, Facebook and Twitter. This is important now since we have our second podcast, the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks. You can follow Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks on Facebook. On Twitter, it's at Capes Lunatics and at CL Sidekicks. So follow those both. Get all of our info and the voicemail for everything. 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Charlie, before you disappear, where can people find you? Charlie? Did that battery die?
I think so. Well, if you nerds want to fight me, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire or at Avengers and FG. If you're going to get in contact with me via at Avengers and FG, just know it's on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. And that's pretty much all I'm going to plug, other than to say to make sure you check out SouthgateMediaGroup.com to find out more about our network, who's on it. And we also have blogs there and some affiliate links that you can help support us. So, yeah.
And, and if Charlie Esser's gone, you can follow him on Twitter at Charlie Esser. That's CharlieEssser. Look for the 2 E's in the middle for quality. I've heard it enough. I can do that in my sleep.
Well, all right.
All right, everyone.
Yeah, he's gone. Hit the music.
For us and Charlie Esser. Oh, man. This has been another week of the Capes. And...
Lunatics.
I'm gonna miss you next week. I mean, I'm sure me, Charlie, and Maz are gonna have fun, but
I'm gonna try to leave a voicemail.
Oh, please do, that'd be great. I'm gonna be like, Maz, you're not salty enough. Come on.
Oh, he's salty enough.
Not Lilith Hellfire salty. Like, he's not gonna be trying to fight the entire internet.
Not everybody can be an angry millennial, Phil.
I know, and he's probably like sober too.
Well, what even is that?
It's like, what's wrong with him? Oh my!
If I'm ever going again, my request is you have to have somebody that's a drunkard.
I'm trying. Remember,
functional.
Remember, Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics sidekicks. Good stuff is coming. Good night.